This week.
And what the developers are calling Portal meets Shadow of the Colossus. Tale of Onogoro sends you off on an adventure to solve sprawling puzzles and defeat giant beasts called kami that are blocking your path. Onogoro's had a confusing time coming to PlayStation VR, initially announced all the way back in April as a PSVR1 game, and then recently re-revealed on the PlayStation blog as a PSVR2 launch title, with zero mention of PSVR1 at all, leaving us wondering if that version was even still coming. And then yesterday, during Christmas, Tale of Onogoro stealth launched on PSVR1 without any notice whatsoever. I'll be checking it out today for Gamescast, so stay tuned. We'll have more information on this one soon. Another game that came out somewhat unexpectedly last week was Candy Maker's new co-op zombie shooter, Survive. It's touting 18 hours of campaign with a few different game modes. Sure, it's blurry and janky and the controls leave a lot to be desired, but playing with a friend is actually pretty fun. We are getting reports though of a game-breaking bug in the sewer levels, keeping players from progressing, so keep this on your wait and see list, because right now, it seems more like a work in progress. Strange Game Studios finally dropped their long-awaited Cockpit mode for RC Airplane Challenge. Where previously we had to adjust the camera to get ourselves essentially on top of the wings, we can now sit inside the plane themselves, each of which now has their own individually rendered cockpits. It certainly adds to the immersion and the intensity of flying around, so now we're just waiting for the 16v16 base attack mode, which Strange Games has said should be out to launch alongside the PSVR2 version. Oh, remember Humanity? The first time we saw this game was back in 2019 and it's been delayed over and over since. Well, today we have some good news and some bad news. The good news is that the studio still exists and the game is still being worked on. The bad news is that it's been delayed again into 2023. The question, of course, at this point is whether Humanity is still a PSVR1 game or if it's been moved to PSVR2. If you've been desperate for Sony to talk more about PSVR2, well, you shouldn't have to wait too much longer. Next week at CES, Sony will be having their annual press conference, and if you remember CES 2022, that's when Sony revealed the specs and logo for PSVR2, along with our very first look at Horizon Call of the Mountain. To make things even more exciting, we've already seen tweets from studios like Arbory, the makers of Pixel Ripped and Yuki, who will also be attending the event this year, so there could be quite a bit of PSVR2 news coming out of the show. We'll of course be streaming the event live, and Wes will be there in Vegas on the show floor, reporting in for Without Parole, so stay tuned. We'll have all the PSVR2 news for you as it rolls in.
This week.